Hi, I'm Spoon, and this is how you get to floor 60 using Fren. To start off, I would recommend a build like this with 7 extra energy and an extra attack. In my opinion, this just makes the earlier floors a lot easier, which is where a lot of people struggle. You could also just go all in on critical chance, but I would only recommend that if you're trying to get over floor 100. So if you're just trying to get to floor 60, I would just recommend this. Alright, so for the first floor, what you're going to be looking out for are recruit boots, training hammer, and a training sword. The boots are just for some extra dodges for these first couple floors. The training sword is so you can deal enough damage, and the training hammer is for your first dismantlement, so you want to get that up to the highest tier as you can. You should be able to get it up to at least a blue tier. In this case, I got it up to pink simply by buying and merging every training hammer that I saw, and this is going to help you with attack and penetration. For floor 2, we're going to be making like a nose-picking Olympian and search for gold. We're going to be looking for a gold chest plate, gold legs, and gold ring. I would also put on a recruit hood if you find one and leave it on for the rest of the run. Floor 2 is also when the mercenary legs start appearing, which you'll eventually be using by floor 11, so you don't need them right away, but I do recommend picking them up if you run into them. For dismantling, I would recommend either attack or armor, with a slight preference for attack. I dismantle an iron dagger here for 9 attack. Also on this floor is the chest of honor, which happens on the second last room. If you open this chest, every enemy going forward will become elite, which makes them a bit tougher than their non-elite version. However, you do get a bunch of items in return. You could just skip this chest, but the enemies will eventually become all elite anyway, so it's really up to you. Okay, so for the third floor, I'm looking out for a gold dagger and turtle boots. Once you find turtle boots, you want to put them on and never take them off. The turtle set will make it so much easier to fight Slorns and Knights, which is where a lot of people struggle. I would also recommend dismantling for the opposite of what you did last floor. So if you did attack on floor 2 like I did, I would dismantle some armor, and if you did armor last floor, then I would do attack. From floor 4 to 10, you will be using gold with turtle boots, so make sure you keep upgrading those. Now for dismantling, it's extremely important to dismantle for HP in order to handle the poisonous spiders. I usually do the Orion rings that either increase your penetration or toughness, with a huge preference for penetration. In this run, I dismantled both of them on floor 4 and 5. I also make sure to keep an eye out for precision items because you want to have at least 100% precision by floor 20. Floor 6 is where the Warhammers start showing up, and these things pack a ton of attack and penetration. And let me tell you, penetrating while attacking is actually a good thing. On floors 7 and 8, you want to keep an eye out for demonic chest plates and shard necklaces. You're going to be wearing these for the rest of the run soon, so make sure you don't dismantle them and instead keep dismantling Warhammers. Floor 9, you want to make sure you pick up a power ring and demon ring. You will also be using them for the rest of the run, so don't dismantle them or sell them. Instead, just keep dismantling more Warhammers, or if you find them, a jade ring for the dazzle. Now floor 10 and 11 are pivotal floors. This is where you'll be switching from gold to demon mode. However, I would only switch once you get the demonic claymore. By this point, you should have a demon chestplate, demon ring, power ring, shard necklace, and demon claymore. You should also have mercenary legs by this point, but if not, that's fine, just keep your eye out for them. For dismantling, I would just do attack, penetration, or dazzle. In this case, I did attack and dazzle with the jade dagger. On floor 11, you want to find a demon axe and immediately equip it with your mercenary legs. This is going to be your build for the next 19 floors. After that, the only change you're going to be making is switching your demon axe with a throngler that appears on floor 30. Now for dismantling, definitely keep increasing your attack and penetration with Warhammers and blood edges. You're going to need at least 700 penetration to handle the iron golems on floor 60. Make sure you also increase power using masks, rings, or crowns. You can also increase your attack percentage using berserker helms. And occasionally I would increase dazzle using jade necklaces, but only if they're a high tier. Now on floor 30 is when you start banishing instead of dismantling. This is where you select a divine item to be completely removed from the shop, but in return you keep the money percentage of that item going forward. Banishing occurs every 10 floors starting on floor 30, and you don't have to banish something, you could always just skip, but if you want good money, I would recommend banishing any of the sender items. From floor 30 to 60, I recommend wielding a Throngler if you find one or can afford one. I would also start dismantling Rings of Unity for the faith percentage, and their faith percentage is a shitload. But make sure you don't overdo the faith, as it can actually have diminishing returns. Instead, try and keep a balance between attack, power, attack percentage, and faith. Now on floor 60, if you did everything right, all you need to do is spam the spacebar, and maybe find something nice to banish. And there you have it, 60 floors completed with relative ease. Let me know if this was helpful, and if it was, I wouldn't mind if you liked the video or subscribed. Also, let me know what I should do next. Okay, bye!